Shivani, how big of a problem is the exclusion of people from the financial system?
It's a massive problem. So there are about 4 billion people today that represent the global majority that are excluded from our financial system. And I think, again, when we think about the size of that population, we already know it's a massive problem. But I think it's also the missed opportunity that all of us are actually being affected by as well by continuing to exclude this population. It represents, again, about $10 trillion of economic potential that is unmet today. And so that's a true loss in GDP, a true loss of consumers that, again, all of us would benefit from in terms of innovation and purchasing power in our marketplaces. And so when we at Tala really think about this problem and opportunity, that's where we leverage technology and some of the best tools that are now coming out around Gen AI, crypto, data, to really bring this consumer, the global majority, into our marketplace. And so what we've developed is a global financial platform that's uniquely designed for the global majority. We have a global money app that gives them access to instant credit, payments, transactions, transfers, all in one application. And we've proven that this can work at scale. We work across 4 countries, Kenya, Philippines, Mexico, and India. We've now worked with about 10 million customers around these markets. And so it's really proving again that we can leverage technology to be able to split risk at scale and to be able to provide real financial services and access to the global majority.
How does it affect us? How does it affect, I suppose, the individuals as well?
Completely. I mean, one, it's the fact that, 4 billion people around the world are not able to meet their potential. But what that means for the rest of us is also that they're not, participants in our global economy. And so, again, not having 4 billion consumers that could be participating, that could be, again, going after bigger opportunities, it represents a loss of economic opportunity, of GDP, and I think innovation ultimately.
What are the challenges of reaching 4 billion people?
Well, I think it is that the majority of the world is still cash-based. And so when we think about that, what does that mean? It means that they are still, in a sense, unidentified. The majority of emerging markets, which is about 52% of the global majority, are still transacting in cash. There is no national ID systems in most of these markets. So again, being able to reach this customer, identify them at scale to prevent fraud, to be able to credit score them then, to be able to give them that purchasing power, and then ultimately to be able to personalize and transact with this customer is still very cumbersome and very fragmented. And so what we at Tala have done is to really think about how can we leverage technology and the best kind of technology that's out there, machine learning, Gen AI, as well as kind of these key infrastructure pieces of blockchain and these things to be able to leapfrog the global majority into now the financial system.
What roles do the private and public sectors have to play in this, and how do they, I assume, join together, collaborate better?
Oh, I think it's a really exciting time because I think that both public and private partners in this can actually do what they're doing best or can do best in some sense. It's that from the policy side of things, we actually want regulation. It's better for private companies to come into regulated markets knowing how to operate, play by the rules so that things don't shift on us over time. I think it's also incumbent on the governments and policymakers to protect consumers, right? And to put those rules in place around consumer protection, fair lending, data privacy, data security. Those are all really, really good things and create safe ecosystems for innovation. I think from a private sector side, I think all of us need to really start to think about, again, that idea of profit and purpose going together. And that if we can actually leverage infrastructure and this new technology, there is, again, that win-win for all of us.
Charlie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.